This is serious. I mean, this is $10 million involved. I wouldn't take a sport of boxing and disgrace it. I wouldn't pull a fraud on the public. I want you to know this is real. I just want to say that.
Cassius Clay, that's before he was Muhammad Ali, came to LA. He was an Olympic champion, great sense of humor, great athlete, and turned out to be the most famous man in the whole world.
Muhammad Ali, he was godlike. He was godlike. He had Elvis Presley at his feet. He had the Beatles at their feet. They came and they just laid on the floor. He was incredible.
We're going to Japan to take on this Antonio Inoki, the world's heavyweight karate wrestling champion, and this is a whole new thing. People have always wondered, how would a boxer do with a wrestler? I've always wanted to fight a wrestler, and now I'm going to get a chance to do it.
Muhammad Ali was the most famous man on the planet, and he had never participated in a mixed rules fight before against an unknown opponent who was trained in submission styles. So the world was captivated by this.
It was forgotten in pop culture. I mean, it's one of these events where people really don't have any memory of it. There's not a broad recollection of it. It's certainly not a positive one.
I'm gonna whip him like a daddy whips his son, because from the look of his jaws, I cannot miss.
This idea of wrestler versus boxer is something that humans have always been doing, and I think he recognized that to beat a wrestler makes him the best fighter in the world, and that was something that was extremely appealing to him.
If he defeats me, he will go down throughout the world as the greatest boxer, wrestler of all time.
Inoki was a shoot-style trained #1 pro wrestler, the biggest star in Japan.
And so who would represent the Japanese people more than Inoki fighting Ali?
You know, he was a very famous pro wrestler in Japan, but he wasn't famous enough, not for himself. So Antonio Inoki and his people came to Ali with the proposal. It wasn't a fake pro wrestling match. This was a legitimate fight between Muhammad Ali and a really accomplished, good, skilled grappler. And so there was a lot of danger for Ali in this fight.
I was so far against it that I went in and I said, I'll tell you what, I'm not your doctor for this fight. I'm gone. You know, I've been there for 17 years. And I don't have to hang around and watch you get killed.
The Thrilla in Manila in '75 was just a torturous fight. 8 months later, Ali goes to Japan and has this mixed rules fight, and he had 3 boxing bouts in between them. I mean, he was really being pushed.
To fight a wrestler? Are you kidding? Ali gonna get on his knees and fight him?
And it's one thing to know how to take a punch. Ali had to face leg kicks for the first time.
The man has proven time and time again he's got the fastest hands, fastest feet, and now he's also proved he's got the smartest brain because he hired me as his advisor and trainer.
He loved wrestling. He wanted to meet Freddie Blassie. Cassius said, I want to be just like him.
Freddie Blassie's here, and he's my new trainer. And the reason I got him is because Antonio Inoki, he might try to hit me in the eyes or kick me in the lower parts of my body. Well, Freddie Blassie wrote the book on dirt.
He embellished on what Freddie did, and he swung with it himself.
He's teaching me a lot of things to counteract the dirty, illegal fighting that he's planning.
The rules were so convoluted, and really, Ali's camp admits to it, and Inoki made a speech before the fight about it, where the rules were not in the favor of the wrestler.
That comes under the title of rules. Let's read the rules off. Somebody got the rules.
There was a lot of restrictions placed on what Inoki could do, and that really led to the outcome of the match.
I'm here to prove that a great boxer can defeat any karate man or any wrestler.
Although the same scenario had played out in 1963 when Gene LaBelle fought Milo Savage in a judo versus boxing match, this is the first time that you pitted a grappler against a striker when they were both at the absolute pinnacle of their games.
If I beat you, when I beat you, I take this belt.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Inoki sinks.
You shall destroy him.
Shall destroy him.
Out of 200 people that wanted to be the referee, they picked me. Muhammad Ali got $6 million, which was a lot of money then. Inoki got $2 million, and the referee only got $5,000.
In North America alone, over 150 venues sold tickets for closed circuit viewing of this fight, and over 32,000 people packed one stadium just to watch one of those screens.
They made the path for other people to follow, and that's what's happening.